Hi everybody, we're the Babes of Bourbon. I'm Megan Rudder.
I am Eric Rudder.
And Miss Poppy Rudder, our little kitty cat, is in the room.
Rascal.
Yeah, rascal with all the little bells. She knows when we're filming.
Mm-hmm.
She's like, what toys make the most noise? But anyways, hi everybody. We have a very special video today. I'm going to introduce the
Yes, we have the Maker's Mark wood finishing series, the FAE-01.
The FAE-01, if you will. We were very fortunate to get this. We saw it posted on one of our local liquor stores, and we happened to get the last bottle, which we were very excited about.
We waited till after work, which was surprising that it was still there.
Well, that's how long it took Eric to convince me that we could buy it. And I'm glad you did, but...
Well, we'll see how it tastes.
Yeah, well, we know how it tastes. They can see the bottle. But so this Maker's Mark product, we haven't actually reviewed any Maker's Mark on the channel.
Nope.
I would say that's one of the larger distilleries we don't drink too
regularly.
Often.
No.
Yeah, we drink it most because one of our friends makes his old fashions with it.
Yes.
And those are always really good. So I was excited to get this bottle and kind of discover more about Maker's Mark.
It's amazing with old fashions. I know that much.
It really is.
Yeah.
A little bit about the bottle.
Mm-hmm.
So the wood finish series, am I saying that right? Wood finishing series. So Maker's Mark doesn't really put out how long they age their product. And I'm thinking one of those reasons is because they do use staves.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's how you pronounce it. We were saying staves, so staves.
So like milk or milk, I think you can say it either way.
We're going to say staves. Hope it's right. So they like age their product, you know, in their barrels, but then they also put staves into the barrels for flavoring. If you've never seen them, they're like spikes of wood pretty much.
Yep.
And this is the third of their wood finishing series. And they had said for the other two, they charred both sides of the staves. Mm-hmm. But in this series, they only charred one half so that they could get both flavors from the stave, both the raw wood and the charred side. So they said that they aged their barrels to full maturity, whatever that means. Mm-hmm. And then they put in 10 staves a barrel, and that stays in for 9 weeks, and then the product is ready to go.
So it's sort of like double oaking a little bit, but with staves instead of putting in a whole new barrel. And this is a wheated bourbon. So that means there's no rye in this. I don't remember the exact mash bill, but I'll have it below somewhere in the video.
It'll be below in editing.
Yes. And I think this is 55.3 proof. Yes, it is.
So it's only 55.3?
Oh, 55.3% alcohol. 110.6 proof.
I was like, I think it was more when I was tasting it, honey. But I will say, if you guys do have a chance to sample this, or you have a chance to buy it, the first time we took a sip, and we'll go through the flavor profile and notes in a moment, it was kind of shocking.
Yep.
The flavors were just different than anything we had experienced. And I wasn't quite sure if I was in love with it. I was leaning towards no, but then we let it open up for a week or two, and I'm on the side of this is a bueno bottle now. Yeah,
I think it's a good bottle. We'll go through a tasting and
Eric's
see here.
Like, how dare you talk about the flavor before we sip?
Maybe it's gotten worse over the last week.
Oh, yeah, maybe. It went like, woo. Okay. So on the nose, and they do have this listed on the bottle as well. But I'm not cheating. I really did get this flavor, guys. Mm-hmm. I get tobacco. Like the not if you're like smoking the cigarette and it's the smoke being blown in your face, but if you actually like smell the cigarette before it's lit.
Mm-hmm. What I get is like some almost like dank or moist wood.
Yeah. That's funny.
Yes.
Did you read the website?
I did not. No.
Okay, they literally I asked because I like reading the website about products, and they use the phrase like a dank woody smell. And I was laughing to myself because I'm like, it's so weird, these bourbon companies, they use like words that have negative connotations like to describe their products, and everyone's just like, yeah, it smells like dank wood. Where usually like in any other world it would be like that wouldn't be a positive, but in bourbon it is.
And I get some cherry or some sort of fruit in here. I think it's cherry.
I get like cherry, like dried dark, like those really dark cherries, almost like cordial cherries, but like the dried fruit, it kind of smells like that. Maybe figs a little bit. Yeah. But it's hard because I have an idea of what figs smell like. But it may be like an artificial scent that you get from bakeries, from extracts. But I think the nose is pleasant. Do you think the nose is pleasant?
I like the nose quite a bit, yeah. I
like when there's that fruit smell on noses generally. Should we take a sip?
Yes. Enough of sniffing. Let's
get to sipping. I always like to take the second sip before review.
So up front, I get a lot of those dark cherry notes. I don't know if it's cherry, but definitely dark fruit notes. And then I'm getting a little bit of that unique wood. It doesn't feel like oak to me. It feels like a different type of wood.
Which, after reading up on the website, this makes a lot more sense because I did not know that Maker's Mark uses staves, and they use a French oak for their staves, so that kind of places that woody flavor that's not, like they use a lot of, isn't it white American oak?
I believe so.
Generally for our barrels. So you can actually taste that the wood is different. This is one of the few, in my opinion, that tastes like it smells. That, and I don't experience that very often with bourbons and whiskeys and ryes. Oh my.
Nice rhyme.
Thank you. Fist bump under the table. Killing it. And it is like, I think it's the mixture of the berries or the dried fruit, plus that additional flavor that's not the traditional oak from the barrels that you're used to. That just makes this product definitely worth a try, definitely unique. And I think, like we were talking about a little bit before we took our nose and our sip, you may need to try it a few times.
Yeah, what I'd almost recommend about this one is don't like buy a sample at a bar or get it from a friend and make your full judgment off of it. If you really can find this one, I would probably suggest buying the full bottle.
I agree with that.
Knowing it's a little bit of a gamble, well, if you're going to like it or not.
Well, what's the price on this?
This is $60 to $65.
So I think that's reasonable to take a chance on something. The finish too, we didn't talk about that.
Not yet. I get like a little bit of a cinnamon finish on it.
I get more, like right now there's not a lot of flavor or heat, and I haven't taken a sip in the last minute, but I'm still feeling warmth like in my neck right here. I'm happy that it doesn't travel down to my chest because that bothers me sometimes.
The finish is very similar to me. I maybe just get a little cinnamon in there, but then primarily like that cherry and wood finishing I'm still getting. I feel like through the nose, through the taste, and the finish are all very similar.
I would agree with that. And like as I just took the last sip and I was focusing on the experience and the finish, like the subtle, more like subtle tobacco, subtle dried fruit, and then it's like wood, and then it goes back down to like those flavors. Mm-hmm. Do you get that too?
Yes. Yep. For sure.
Where that flavor doesn't stay in my mouth for the entire time. There's like a spike, and then it goes down. Mm-hmm. So it's not a super long finish for me. It's also not super oily or like long lasting in my mouth. Mm-hmm. But I think it's good. I have no problem with it at all.
The mouthfeel is very good though. That initial oiliness. Mm-hmm. It is a nice sipping experience.
It like quickly coats and quickly leaves.
Yes. Yep.
Where like this probably would honestly be a good one if you're sampling multiple drinks in a night, because I don't think this one would like ruin others if you give it enough time in between and take a sip of water.
Absolutely. All right, scoring.
Yeah. Like nose out of 2, I'll give it a solid 1.5.
I was just thinking the same thing. I think the nose on this is very pleasant. While first day I opened this up, I thought the nose was really, really good. Mm-hmm. That was one part that I was for sure on, that the nose was good.
I agree.
When I took the first sip, I'm like, wow, this is like completely different from anything I've ever had. Wheated bourbon, finish weirdly. Uniquely is the word I'm looking for.
We were like drinking it, and we kept looking at each other, and you were like, "Are you getting this?
Yeah.
Are you like? Do we like it? Do we not?
Like it? I don't know." But yeah, I'm going to give it a 1.75.
Very nice
for the nose.
For the flavor, I'm going to give it a 2 out of 3. And the reason I'm not giving it the full 3 points is because initially I did not enjoy it very much. But that changed as the bottle opened up. And with the way that it tastes now, I really do enjoy it. And I would enjoy a Glencairn of this at any time.
Yeah, I'm going to give it the exact same score for pretty much the exact same reasons. A 2 out of 3.
Did you just steal my reasons?
I did, yes. 100%. Don't have to talk as much then.
Finish. I was going to blow past that comment. Blowing by. All right. So finish out of 2. I think I'm going to give it a 1 out of 2. I don't think it's anything that is like remarkable to me, but it's also nothing that's bad. Like it's just a solid finish.
I'm going to give it a 1.25. I like that extra, I don't know if it's cinnamon, but there's a little bit of a baking spice that's punching through at the back, and I really enjoy that. So 1.25 out of 2.
Cool. Pricing and availability, I would give it a 1.5 because it is harder to find. Mm-hmm. I think it's priced perfectly. I'm actually pretty pleased with the fact that this being one of like the limited releases, it's only between $60 and $70 depending on the store you go to. Yeah, because a lot of companies, they do their limited releases and it's like $130. Mm-hmm. This is much more affordable. So thumbs up to that.
Yeah, I'm going to give it a 2 out of 3. I do think it's going to be a little bit harder to find with it being the limited wood finishing series. Mm-hmm. Price wise, I think they're pricing it completely correctly.
I agree.
It doesn't have an age statement, and they say they age to maturity. But they could, with this being a limited edition, they could probably easily charge $80 to $85, and people would still pay the price.
Don't tell them that. Everyone at Maker's Mark is going to watch this video, and then they're going to make it more expensive.
So yeah, I'm sticking with 2 out of 3.
I had to pull my phone out, guys, not to ignore Eric, but to do my math. So for me, I had 6.5 out of 10, which if you're new to our scoring system, anything over 5 is something that we would recommend someone trying. If it's under 5, in our opinion, there's something off about the quality. It's not like this is just a 6.5 out of 10 for me because of the flavor profile, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with it. It's a great product.
And I am giving it a 7 out of 10.
Very nice.
I definitely think it's a gamble. It is something pretty unique from anything that I've tasted up to this point. So there's a little bit of risk involved there, but I think it's definitely worth trying. If you're at a bar and they have a bottle, or
don't pass it up.
One of your friends, maybe just make sure it's not a neck pour, and then then you'll probably get more of the experience.
Yeah, absolutely. And would you agree with me? I feel like every other person would either really like this or be like, not for me.
I agree. Yeah.
So it really
they're either going to love it or hate it. I mean, there'll of course be some people in the middle, but I think for the most part,
the bourbon community does not have opinionated people in it. We're all easygoing with no opinions about the products. Okay. Lots of people in the middle. Not at all. We're all very opinionated people.
Yeah.
But yeah. And another special thing about Maker's Mark. Do you want to show off your ring, honey?
So my wedding ring is from Rustic and Maine.
We'll have a picture close up on our Instagram at the Babes of Bourbon there.
And you can follow there.
Yeah, you can follow. Just click the follow button or whatever.
But yeah, it's from Rustic, Maine, and it is actually a Maker's Mark bourbon barrel.
Yeah, it was.
Really awesome.
When we got married in September, so we were engaged for like a year and a half, and of course everything on Facebook ads. But I got a cool Facebook ad for Rustic in Maine. Not sponsored, guys. It was just cool. And the rings were made out of whiskey barrels. It had like a lay-in of gold, rose gold, silver, regular gold, whatever. And then it had some like oak antler. Yep. So it's a little bit striped. It's very lightweight. We were super happy with how it looks.
Yeah, it's a super high quality product. Again, not sponsored in any way, but I would, if you're getting married, highly recommend looking into it. And if you like bourbon, which of course you do because you're watching our channel, I would highly recommend looking into them.
Yeah, it was special for being a bourbon drinker to find something. And Eric doesn't really wear any kind of jewelry, so something that was metal wasn't really for him.
Yep. I don't really like metal.
No. But I think a bourbon barrel ring is very fitting.
Absolutely.
But yeah, if you guys have had the chance to try this, comment, let us know what you thought. Let us know what you think about Maker's Mark. I think in the next few weeks and months, we'll probably be trying other products by them because we need to explore.
Absolutely. If they continue to have special editions like this with different profiles, that is going to be really, really good for the bourbon drinkers. Yeah,
I agree. I want to see their
because
new
even
stuff.
If you don't like this one, I think if they keep making unique things like this, you'll eventually find something you're going to really enjoy.
Absolutely. And I like when companies do some more of the experimental stuff too, and they're always looking to improve and try a new flavor, so that's fun.
Yes.
But yeah, so thank you guys so much for watching. Like we alluded to, like, subscribe, comment, and share this video. And thank you so much to all of our viewers and subscribers out there following along week by week with our bourbon drinking.
Absolutely. And follow us on Instagram, and you can see our new little logo. You can probably also see that on YouTube because I put it on there too.
Isn't that the cutest thing? My friend Alan at AJ Moose did that for us. It's a little custom artwork. Put our little poppy doodles in it. She would never sit that nicely for an entire video, but yeah, we absolutely love it. So I hope you like it too.
Yes. Thank you so much, and have a great night.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.